Hi, this is Anders from Swedish international band Just Before Dawn, and you're listening to The Bloodshed with the Vampire on Metal Messiah Radio International.
Hi Anders, it's a great pleasure to have you here at The Bloodshed with the Vampire on Metal Messiah Radio International.
Yeah, great to be here.
You're always welcome.
Yeah.
We know you've been very busy with many bands over 25 years and has been working with Pattersson, ex-Scum, Amon, Amarth, one on their first album, One Songs from the Golden Hall. Also with bands like Mortized, to say some. Especially for all our young and new fans, Anders, if you don't mind, would you like to present yourself and the work you have done with this band I mentioned?
I'm from Sweden, and I started playing like 25 years ago in the 90s in a band called Pathalog with my best friend Gustav. We played like in that band 2 years. Then when that band, we quit that band, I started to play with another band called ex-Scum that later turned out to be ex-Amon and Amarth. So, yeah.
You was part of their first album, One Songs from the Golden Hall?
Yeah, and the first mini CD and the demos
How come
I played.
How come you decided to leave ex-Amon and Amarth?
Like 1.5 years before I quit, I got a kid. Really early age. I was like 22 years old. So when I left the band, I left it because I had to take care of my kid. In the end, I didn't think playing music was that fun.
And then you joined a Mortized, or you formed this band and you're no longer with it, right?
It was like many years later when you could start doing your stuff on the computer. 2 friends of mine started Mortized. So I asked if I could join. So yeah, on that way it is. Yeah, we did a couple of albums and EPs on with Mortized. And some lineup changes also in the band. So the 2 guys that started the band was not in the band when the band ended. So they left some time before.
Okay. You are also part of this Swedish international act God's Forsaken, which you just released an album last year in a pitch black grave via Dutch Soul Cell Records. And I must say, I love this album with these great songs like In a Pitch Black Grave. I like By Hate He Comes, Curse of Serpent, An Odyssey of Broken Bones. To say some, and I highly recommend this album, this whole album. How is everything going so far with this album and the band itself after 2 years of the band has been founded, and how come you added my Dutch friend Alwin Zuur from Aspect to the band?
Why? He's a really good songwriter, Alvin. We took him in because we want to do some more great music. But we get a different songwriting style also when he coming in. We have not started working together yet, but it was just yesterday we announced it. So, but I think it's going to be a killer album. I have done 4 songs already for the new album, so you will see.
But how is this 2017 album going so far, Anders?
Yeah, it's going really great, that album. It's my best work to date.
Okay.
And some songs from that album was meant to be for the Blood Mortized album that we were working on before we split up. So I took those songs to this album.
And you have changed the melodies, you have changed the rhythm on?
No. They were for the other band, but I took them in because I didn't want to throw them away. It was always I started this project because I want to release those tracks. I did the album, all the songs for the album in I think in 1 month.
Oh, great.
Yeah.
And how come you get in touch with these guys, Soul Seller Records?
I had a contract with them already for the new Just Before Dawn. But we did put Just Before Dawn down a little bit because it wasn't going that good with the band. Yeah.
But are you still gonna keep working with them for the next album?
Yeah. Soul Seller is gonna release. We have a two album contract with them, so we must release
for God's Forsaken.
Yeah.
Okay, great. Just Before Dawn is an international death metal band founded by you, Anders Biazzi, in the summer of 2012, and it was first meant as a 2-man band. Who is the second band member, and please present us the current and permanent band lineup.
I started that project because I had Blood Mortized as a live band, but this was just meant for me and Roger Johansson to be a cool thing to do with some slower kind of music, like Ball Thrower and Hypocrisy and Asphyx and that kind of music.
Mm-hmm.
I always liked that music, so I just wanted to do my own thing with this. Yeah. And Roger come up with the idea and take in different vocals for every song. So, yeah. Then the band grew pretty big.
But could you present us the permanent lineup?
Yeah. It's me, guitar, Gustav Myrin, lead guitar, Jonny Pettersson on bass, Jon Rudin, live drummer, and Brynjar Helgetun is the studio drummer that we record with.
Okay.
And Dave Ingram he's the permanent vocals now.
Okay, as we notice that a part of the band was formed by God's Forsaken members, and the rest of the members were all part of great bands like Blood Mortized, Pathalog, Amarth, Johansson, and Speckmann, etc. How did you recruit the rest of the members, especially Dave Ingram, ex-Vulture, ex-Hail of Bullets?
Dave Ingram is a good friend of mine. He has recorded stuff for Just Before Dawn before. So he asked us if we wanted to take the band on the road. So on that way it is. And I asked him if he wanted to be a permanent member. So yeah, he wanted it. He wanted the job.
Okay, great.
Yeah.
Soon the band gets something much bigger, and it was decided to use different vocalists and guitarists from legendary bands of the death metal scene on each song. Please explain a little bit why had you decided to make this band a super band, incorporating more artists to this project? Do you believe you wanted to do something like Avantasia or something like Therion or some kind of bands like that?
No. It was Roger Johansson's idea, this thing, to take in different vocals. And it's pretty easy to ask people now on Facebook and all. So we just started asking and looked if someone wanted to do this stuff. And it is plenty people that want to do it. Like on second album, it's like 24 guys, different guys on that album. Doing solos and vocals.
Okay, talking about the name, the band's name itself, Just Before Dawn. Anders, I remember a book titled Just Before Dawn. This has to do with the trauma assessment and treatment of sexual victimization by Jan Hinman, paperback. And there was also a film directed by Jeff Liebermans about 5 campers arriving in the mountains, examine some property they have bought but are warned by Forest Ranger Roy McLean that a huge machete wielding maniac has terrorizing the area. If the band's name are not named after one of these books or films, why have you chosen the name Just Before Dawn from?
I took it from that movie, Just Before Dawn. But it's not about that movie or horror film. It's like the main theme in Just Before Dawn is war.
Yeah, because I said the movie, especially about horror, and your themes are about war. So
yeah, but almost every war battlefield you attack just before dawn, because that's why I chose that name. I think it's a great name.
Before we go over with the new album, the band did a compilation album last year on the history of destruction via Dark Symphonics. So would you like to say something about this release?
Yeah, the new album we have made now, Tides of Blood, it's like almost 3 years delayed, because people didn't deliver their stuff for some songs, like soul here and some vocals here. That's why we almost put the band to rest because of that delay. So instead we put up this compilation album with some new songs and some covers and stuff. And re-recordings. And
songs that have never been on any other releases before.
Yeah. It's 2 re-recordings from the first album, but the rest have never been. Yeah, it's release. We did some cassette releases before. Okay. So the cassettes are on this album also.
If you really want to get all this great music the band put out on cassette before, you can get them on this compilation.
Yeah. You can get the cassettes are on. You can buy the cassettes also.
Okay, having enjoyed both full-length albums, Pieces Inan Greeninen 2013 and The Aftermath 2014, later 2 EPs, The Death and Those About to Die in 2015, and The Gates of the Eastern Front of 2016, Just Before Dawn, just released their brand new 3rd studio and full-length album Tides of Blood via Raw Skull Records on April 2018. Tides of Blood is their mighty 3rd campaign, and as always that means founder guitarist Anders Biazzi and his band and death metal mercenaries aim to shape the battlefield with merciless onslaught of death metal artillery. This great new album, as I just said, released via Skull Records on April 26, just a couple weeks ago. And there's a great album. I've heard it so far. Very good. I want to thank you very much, for giving me this opportunity to get in touch with you, to accept my invitation for this interview. And I thank you for the promotional kits you sent me. I hear the songs are very cruel. Tides of Glory sound even more titanic than ever, from the enormous drum tone to slaughtering blood, freezing corrosiveness of the guitar's distortion, from the brain-searing clarity of the solos, of petrifying immediacy of the vocals. The effect is near overpowering and thus meshes seamlessly with the startlingly destructive nature of the events that inspired the lyrics. You have many guest musicians again that have performed on this new album, and to name a few as a guest on Tight Blood beside Dave Ingram, we have Matthias Nasrolin, we have Matthias Parkila, we have Ralph Hober, we have Teddy Miller, we have Jokke McKeever, we have Jonny Pettersson, we have Samuels England, we have Wesley Halliburtons, and we have as ripping solos by Martin Myrin, we have Marco De Bruin from Tinatus, great. Dave Gustafsson, we have Scott Fairfax, and we have Hauken to the mark of one band. The songwriting, musicianship, production, performance, etc. are as you would want them to be for an album like this. Everything here speaks for a quality old school death metal album. It's all the band so far best work to date. How was the working on this and the recording on this new album, Tides of Blood Gone?
The album took some years to make, like 1 year. It's almost 3 years old, this album. It's delayed, so, but when I made the tracks, it went well. And it's pretty easy to, if you ask guys to do solos or vocals, you just give them a track and they record. There's stuff at home, so that's a good thing about the internet. You just sending the files.
Yeah, it's much easier nowadays.
Yeah.
Okay, talking about all these great guest vocals you had invited to this project, the multiple vocalist approach works very well, especially as the ex-bull thrower singer takes the lion's share of work, make for inconsistent listening experience across the 10 tracks. Anders, how has you individually selected each of the guest musicians to be part of this specific song and to be part of this new album?
I just some of the guys have been on the other albums also, so it's friends, so it's really easy to ask some of the guys, and they're always up to it. And Dave Ingram did more songs on this album because we have, before this album was released, we have started rehearsing for live shows, so he got more tracks because he was now a member of the band, I think. He has a killer voice.
Yeah, sure.
And he always delivers like 200% good stuff.
I had the blast to see him, on his work with Bull Thrower. I think it was a couple times live in concert. Very, very great shows.
Yeah. He is a really, really good live performer. Yeah, he really tight singer also. One of the tightest singers I ever worked with.
Okay, great.
I don't want to get any messages saying we are holding our position. We're not holding anything. Let the Hun do that. We are advancing constantly, and we're not interested in holding on to anything except the enemy. We're going to hold on to him by the nose, and we're going to kick him in the ass. We're going to kick the hell out of him all the time, and we're going to go through him like rats will do.
Anders, after Dawn 2 album with the Mexican Chaos record, the band released 2 last EP via the Polish Till You Fucking Bleed. The band now just released the new album via the Dutch record label, as I just said before, Raw School Records. Anders, did you know Raw School Records already from other bands? And what made you decide to start working with them and not continue your work you've been doing with Till You Fucking Bleed?
Till You Fucking Bleed is only a cassette company. Cassette, they don't release CDs or vinyl. Raw Skull Records is a really good friend of mine who started that company. And he also did the first Just Before Dawn logo.
Okay.
Yeah. And that's why Ray is the name of the guy, and he has really good to work with bands. He wants 200% for them. And that's why I chose. So, but asked if he could do a sign. Yeah.
Anders, after a month almost that the album has been released, how is everything going with the promotion by these people?
It's going really good. Only good reviews from this album. Yeah. And Ray is doing a really great job promoting the album and stuff like that. Really a great guy to work with. Yeah.
Great. Yeah. So the Dutch knows what they're doing.
Yeah. And he only release good releases. No shit music on that label. Only the old school stuff.
And as for fans that has not laid their hand yet on one of these masterpieces, and how many formats are this album available?
The new album is cassette and CD and vinyl.
Just the black vinyls, any special vinyls?
Yeah, black vinyl and white.
And white?
Yeah. And the white is sold out already.
Okay. So they have to rush to get the black one, otherwise there won't there won't be no more vinyl.
I think he's gonna if he sells out, I think he's gonna press more.
Okay, that's very good to hear.
I think, but I don't know.
You're not sure?
No, I'm not sure.
Tell us a little bit on the artwork.
The artwork, yeah. It's the title song, The Tides of Blood, is about the German point of view of the D-Day. If you see the covers, it's a German soldier with a machine gun. So that's the vinyl cover. And the other cover is on the bloody beach. The tides of blood, you can say. When the shores are red of blood, washing up the blood from the dead bodies. It's the tides of blood. So.
But who did it for you?
The vinyl cover is one of my best friends did that one, painted it. And the CD cover is made by another friend I met on Facebook. Is Jonas Widén is his name. He's a really great artist.
Not from Sweden?
Yeah, he's from Sweden also.
Okay.
Yeah. So these are the two. Benny Moberg have done the vinyl cover, and he was also a member that started the Blood Mortized.
Okay.
So
great.
He have done the other covers for Just Before Dawn also. The Aftermath cover he did also, and he have helped us with the layouts also through the years.
The band released a promotional video introducing the new album, uses the song Day of Days, and also a lyric video for the song Bombs Over Bremen. Who has done this video for the band, and are you currently working on a new video for some of the other tracks?
I don't know if you're going to release any more videos, but I can tell you who did the videos. The Bombs Over Bremen, a guy called Carl Assault did that one. And the first Day of Day video, I think Ray Walter did that. The Raw Skull boss.
The band just play at Pitfest with bands like Witchery, Vader, Exhume, Tankard, and many more inside the Drenthe, Holland on April 27. The same night, the band album was worldwide released. How was this festival gone for the band, and could we consider this the album release party? If it was not so, where will this album release party be?
I think we can call it. It was the release party, but yeah, we didn't celebrate that much about the album. But that show is the best. I think it's the best show I ever played in my career. It was awesome. It's not a really big festival, but it was big for us.
You enjoying
So
it?
I think that festival was pretty good for the band, showing other people that never heard the band.
You play most of the song of this new album, Tides of Blood?
No, we only play. Is it one song? I think.
Only one.
Yeah, because we
So-
didn't have time to rehearse the new songs. We are only doing songs from the 2 first albums, and I think 2 songs we are doing from the new album.
Okay.
Yeah. Day of Days and Battle for the Bridge. Yeah, but we are going to rehearse in some more soon. So it's pretty hard to rehearse when you live so far apart.
Yeah, that's a problem.
Yeah.
Yes, I understand. To conclude this interview, where else will the band be playing in support of this great new album, Tides of Blood?
Yeah, we are playing in 2 more festivals. One in Germany, some months, called Pettersson Open Air.
Pettersson, yeah. Nice
Yeah.
festival.
Yeah, really great festival. We are playing in, I think it's called Gotham, I think, in, is it Slovakia? I think it is.
How it's
I
called?
didn't remember. Gotham, I think.
Gotham, yes. Yes,
Gotham, I
Gotham,
think,
yes.
yeah.
It's a nice festival, very small. I think they even changed it. I was there last 2016, and now from last year 2017 they changed from place. They removed the festival somewhere else, but I know it's a very cozy small festival. You will love it.
Okay, great.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's great. And we have 2 more shows Sweden. Small places like bars and stuff.
Okay.
Yeah. One in Stockholm and one up north. So.
In many ways, there's not much to say about an album like this other than to talk about how enjoyable it is. If you are a fan of Bolt Thrower, this is for you. If you are a fan of the Swedish death metal, this is for you. If you are a fan of old school death, in general, this is for you. Basically, strap on your best of war outfit and get ready to storm the beach as just before dawn have unleashed onslaught of war metal that is very definitely for you. Anders, I want to thank you very much once again. I'm gonna hand you over the microphone of Metal Messiah Radio for you to invite all your friends, your fans to support the band, to buy this great new album and to attend all the shows you have coming. Okay, so the microphone is all yours, Anders.
You must go check this band out. And Godforsaken. So keep your eyes open for new stuff also. And thank you, man, for letting me do this interview.
Okay, before you leave, for people that wants to buy merchandises, want to get in touch with you, with the bands, to buy your album, where should they go?
They can talk to me, Anders Biazzi, so I can send them links and stuff.
Okay.
It's really hard to say the links here.
But on the Bandcamp?
No, we don't have released them on the Bandcamp. Not
Yes.
this new album.
Okay.
I think it's going to be out on Spotify, if it's digital, but...
Or they can contact you on the band Facebook page?
Yeah, and my personal, if they want.
Okay.
Yeah.
So Anders, thank you very, very much for this great interview, and I wish you all the best of luck with this great new album, Tides of Blood. Say hello to the guys for me, the band, the whole band, and as I always say, metal on. Bye-bye.
Bye. This is Anders from the Swedish international band Just Before Dawn, and I'd like to congratulate Metal Messiah Radio International with its 10th anniversary.
Trust